Stop doing generic A/B tests. I'm serious. If you're a Shopify brand owner running random A/B tests hoping something will stick, you're most likely just wasting time and money. And I know this because we've now worked with 30 plus brands, helping them scale from 10K to 500K per month. We've seen what works and what doesn't, and most importantly, what's working right now in 2025 to actually double your conversion rate. The thing that is going to make doubling your conversion rate happen has nothing to do with A/B test hacks or some CRO magic that will instantly get you a 10% increase in conversion rate. As much as I would like to sit here and say that, and trust me, that would make what we do much easier. But in reality, it's not just the case. The reality is that to grow your revenue in 2025, you actually need a data-driven CRO system in place, which most Shopify brands that we talk to just don't have. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through exactly what to do instead of generic A/B tests, plus every piece of advice I know so that by the end of this video, you have everything you need to double your own conversion rate. Now here's the problem that most brands face. They are running tests like changing the layout, moving a button, or changing the design style and image style. While in itself, that's not a strategy, that's just guessing. I had a client, this pet brand, who was earning around 200K per month. They come to me after implementing change that they thought would increase their sales for over 6 months, and they were barely doing A/B tests in this. Their growth was just stuck, and their numbers were not that bad, but they could do much more better. And why is that? Well, because they were testing random elements without understanding their own customer psychology or the real reason behind everyone purchasing their product. And when they did those changes, they were actually like gambling with every one of them. Some of these changes even had a negative impact since they were actually not seeing any growth. Let me show you what we did for this brand instead. This pet brand growth was stalled. So instead of making another guess, here's what we did. First, we did a neat map analysis. We look at how the images on the product page align with the buying intent of the visitors. Second, we find good behavioral cue and we acted on them. The images didn't guide the purchase flow. One image was even creating dots. And the third step, we did a data-driven hypothesis. And it was to restructure those images for the buying flows to be more easy for the visitors. And the result? Well, we added an extra 13K per month in revenue with this simple test. If you want every of your tests to drive results like this one, instead of just gambling on random tweaks, book a call with us by clicking the first link in the description. We'll build you a proven CRO system, just like we did for this other brand who grew by 30% steadily over the past 4 months by working with us. Now let's get into the meat of it. When you stop guessing and start using a data-driven CRO, you unlock a few things: a predictable revenue growth, a higher customer lifetime value, more profit with the same traffic, and better ad performances because your landing page actually converts more. So here's what we do instead of generic A/B tests. Step 1, we do a conversion audit. So we analyze the entire customer journey using heat map and session recording and funnel analysis. And guess what? Most brands have 3 to 5 major conversion leaks that they don't even know about. Step 2, we do a customer psychology research. We interview actual customers to understand their objection, their motivation, and their buying trigger. This data helps us drive our test hypothesis. And step 3, we strategically prioritize the test. We rank the test by potential impact and implementation difficulty. We're not testing button colors. We're testing value proposition, pricing structure, clarity improvement, and different offers. And step 4, we need a proper statistical analysis. This means that when we run a test, we wait until we have enough data to call it statistical significance, not until we see a number we like. Most brands call test winners after 100 orders or something like that. That's not science. Here's another example of one of our clients. A CBD gummy brand was getting about 60K visitors per month, and this was with a good conversion rate of 4.37%. They were convinced that they needed more traffic to grow. Well, that's wrong, because we've identified that 68% of users were bouncing off their product page because of the value proposition that was unclear. Instead of just testing headline, we targeted one of the objections that our client had and made it super obvious. This was the number of gummy in the bag. The information was unclear and hard to find, so we only added a little badge to mention this. And then conversion rate went from 4.2% to 5.12%. That's an increase of 20K per month in revenue per visitor. Now, if you want this exact framework, I'm giving it to you right now. First, you need to identify the biggest leak. You can use Google Analytics for that, as well as heatmaps.com to find where you're losing the most potential customers. Step 2, you need to understand why people are not converting. And for that, you can do customer interview, review analysis, and exit intent surveys. Step 3, you need to create impact-based hypothesis. Something along the line of, if we address a specific objection with a specific solution, then the conversion rate will increase because of this psychological reason. Step 4, you need to test systematically. This means one variable at a time, a proper sample size, and you need to wait for statistical significance. This means to have at least 200 orders per variation that you're testing. And step 5, you need to implement the winner permanently once you're done with the test. And not only that, but you need to document what works and why did it work. I know there's a lot in there, but if you take any of these things that I've mentioned and implement them, especially stopping these generic A/B tests and starting with customer research, I'm sure you'll see growth in the first 30 days. And if you're interested in working with us to double your conversion rate with our proven data-driven system, click the first link in the description. Thank you for watching, and go watch the rest of my video, and I'll see you into the next one.